Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the first part of my new IwaOi series. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel and click the little bell icon to be the first one notified when I upload the next part. Now onto the video. It had been a while since IwaOi felt this bad. Sitting on the floor, he tried to focus. His hands were shaking. His heart was beating fast. Painfully fast. His headache was awful. He felt nauseous. Everything inside his head was chaotic. It was 5 AM. Normally, he would wake up at this hour, but he hadn't slept tonight. Once again. Slowly, IwaOi got up. His legs were shaking. He was tired, but shook it off with a shower. At 6, Iwaizumi knocked on the door and IwaOi ran downstairs with a smile on his face. Seeing Iwa-chan was the only thing he was looking forward to, except volleyball. He opened the door and looked at his friend. Iwaizumi was looking awesome as always, and only the sight of him made IwaOi feel more relaxed and energized. Iwa-chan. Good morning. Morning. IwaOi smiled and took his bag, his shoes and his jersey. He quickly locked the door behind him and ran to catch up with his friend. Did you eat? Nope. Iwaizumi sighed. Of course he hadn't, he never eats in the morning. He quickly took a muffin from his backpack and handed it to IwaOi. The setter was surprised but a bright smile appeared on his face. Iwa-chan. Thank you. You're the best. TSK. You should be more responsible, Losakura. Hey. They walked in silence toward the school. IwaOi was eating the muffin, handing pieces of it to his friend. The school days were always the same. An infinite loop. As soon as they walked into their class, a group of girls ran toward IwaOi. The setter offered them a weak smile. IwaOi-san. Good morning. Good morning to you all as well. He sent a quick smirk to the groupies before reaching his desk and putting his backpack down. Iwaizumi was already at the front of the class, sitting at his desk. He was scrolling through his phone, uninterested. It was always like that. As soon as they would get in class, Iwaizumi would go to his place and wait for the class to start. For years, it had been their routine. And today was no different. The day passed, and volleyball practice was next. The pair walked to the gym together in silence. When they opened the door, their teammates turned to face them. They all greeted each other before starting the practice. Let's run and do a quick warm-up, everyone. Then we will practice receives and spikes. It took them 10 minutes to get started. Everything was going well, as always, if it wasn't for IwaOi's tosses. He was so tired that he was barely able to give his teammates his usual tosses. IwaOi. Trash IwaOi. Snap out of it. Ah yes. Sorry, Iwa-chan. I'll try to focus a bit more. It's alright, Iwaizumi-san. His sets are still manageable. We can hit them. Yes, he's right. IwaOi smiled and the practice resumed. For 2 hours, they all played together, sometimes laughing at someone who messed up pretty bad. But overall, everyone was serious. There were only a couple of minutes left, and IwaOi tossed to Iwaizumi. Unfortunately, he missed it by a lot this time, and, after nearly 2 hours of the setter messing up, the spiker snapped. What the hell is your problem today, Shitakura? A silence fell onto the gym. IwaOi's heart sank when he heard the angry voice of his friend. He who always had been by his side, he who had always listened to him, he who was practically able to read him, was now yelling at him because of his tosses. His tosses. That was basically the only thing he could do well with his serves. Other than that, IwaOi felt useless. If Iwa-chan didn't believe in his sets anymore, then what could he do? I know. Everyone here is giving their all and even more. We act funny and laugh, but we are still focused. It isn't the first time you're distracted. I'm not distracted. I swear. Oh really? You know the nationals are coming, yet your tosses are shit compared to a month ago. It almost feels like you're aggressing. IwaOi took a step back. Am I really getting worse? Are my sets really that bad? Karasuno is getting better every day. Even that pipsqueak. And Tobio is a genius who is pushing everyone to the top. We had you before, but now it almost feels like you're bringing us down. IwaOi's heart was violently crushed. Iwa. You better wake up soon. You are the captain of this damn team. Toughen up and act like it. Iwaizumi took his bag and his jersey and ran out of the gym without looking back. The silence filled the gym and no one really knew what to do. Slowly, they started to move. You guys can go. I'll take care of everything once I'm done practicing. They all looked at each other, not knowing what to do. Are you sure? IwaOi didn't answer. He picked up a ball that was rolling on the ground and walked to the back of the court. After a little exhalation, he threw the ball in the air, ran underneath it, jumped and hit it. The ball cleared the net easily before hitting the ground with a big thud. But he had already picked up another ball and started over. All sighing at IwaOi's stubbornness, his teammates left the gym one by one until the captain was left alone. I need to practice more to get better. IwaOi practiced until late at night. His hand was red, but he didn't care. His knee was painful, but then again, he didn't care. Come on, higher, faster, stronger. I need more practice. He threw the ball in the air again and jumped. He swung his arm to hit it, but only his fingers could graze the ball. His eyes widened when he saw the ball high above him. He landed on his feet as the ball bounced on his head, falling pitifully to the ground. It was too much. Tears started rolling down his face when his knee gave up. IwaOi fell onto the floor without any resistance. Laying on his side, he cried because of the excruciating pain in his knee, but also because of the equally painful wound to his heart. His head was spinning. He was exhausted. Slowly, he sat up. His hands took off his right knee pad and he hissed when he saw the blue color surrounding his knee. He let himself fall behind, his hands on his eyes. The captain started to panic. If he was injured, seriously injured, he would not be able to play anymore. New tears. IwaOi stayed on the ground for about an hour, trying to calm himself down slowly before getting up to clean the gym alone. He had the keys, so he was able to take his time. It took him another hour to finish. He took his bag and his jersey before going home. The air outside was fresh, which made him feel a little better. He took a deep breath in. Slowly, IwaOi started to walk toward his house. It took him longer than it normally would have, but he didn't care. He often looked up at the sky, admiring the stars. Are you looking at them as well? He thought. He knew the answer was probably negative, but he still hoped it was the case. The house was in complete darkness. His parents were never home. They were always working, so the setter wasn't expecting any kind of welcome anymore. His bag silently fell onto the ground, just like his jersey. He got inside of his house. He looked at the stairs, wondering if he should go take a shower, but he let himself fall onto the couch, exhausted. Once again, IwaOi didn't sleep. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please let me know in the comments below your predictions for the next part.